for Gimme Yarn 418, and I'm back with another video. This is TGIF, or Thank God It's Finished. It has been, I don't know, the 11th was the last time I talked to you. The 11th was 2 Thursdays ago? 2 Thursdays ago. So you guys know, I think I mentioned what happened with Max. Yes, I did, because I told you that we've transferred him to a new hospital. So not much has happened since then. Max has gone back to the vet. He's completely off the medication that was causing the toxicity in him. He's been back to the vet for some blood work. That blood work came back fairly unremarkable for Max, which was great. And Dewey went in for an eye pressure check, which he has to have every 6 months, and a nail trim, and they did a full exam on him at the time, and it was determined that his heart murmur has increased significantly. We knew this likely was going to happen. Dewey, for the last, I don't know, he's 13 now, the last 10 years, has had a grade 2/low 3 heart murmur. Well, this time it was a high 4, possible 5, and that's very high. I think the highest you can go is a 6. So it was recommended that he have a consult with a cardiologist. So we are going to go down in a couple weeks to have a consult for this one, Dewey, with cardiology. And that appointment's at 9 a.m. And it just so happens we were able to get Maxwell an intake appointment with neurology at 9 a.m. So if owners are allowed in the hospital with the dogs, which I don't think that's going to happen, Kristen will go in with one, and Kristen will go in with Max, because Max will lose his mind without Kristen, and I will go in with Dewey, because likewise Dewey would lose his mind without me, and we'll just compare notes after. I don't expect much of anything to come out of Dewey's appointment, other than they may start him on some heart medication. There's no reversing this heart murmur. Only thing we are willing to do, I don't even know what there is to do, but the only thing we are willing to do for a 13-year-old, otherwise healthy other than 3 teeth and 1 eye, cushingoid dog, is medication. So, and Max, I don't expect anything to come out of that visit either, other than a lot of money from the bank account. That's just to establish care so we can sever ties with the old hospital completely. And they'll continue to prescribe his epilepsy medication. So that's what that's all about. All right. What have I been working on is probably the bigger thing that you all are here for. I have just a couple finished objects. I only have one thing I am actively working on knit-wise, and I have a bunch of plans. So why don't I show you? The first thing I finished, I believe I was working on these the last time I saw you. Let me check. Yes. From West Yorkshire Spinners. I think this was the Cocktail series. This is Tequila Sunrise. Does it say it on here? There's just a number on here, but it's Tequila Sunrise. And I was knitting these for a friend of ours, and I did finish them. This is the Pebble Sock. There, you want to see it? There is a link up on Ravelry to the project, and it's a pay-for pattern. I use a Fish Lips Kiss Heel. And these socks, considering everything that happened, I started these in Boston and I finished them within a week and a half, and I didn't have what I would consider a lot of knitting time in that time, so pretty speedy little knit for myself. The next thing I finished was also a whip last time, and it is the shawl I was designing, which I still have not named. I do need to block this. I think my blocking looks a little wavy at the bottom, and I'd like to fix that. This is a 1 skein Crescent Shawl. Very simple. If you can knit and purl, you can do this. easy enough for a beginner, but interesting enough for someone who's knit for a long while. Crescent shape because to me, it's what I wear the most. And I really do love it. This yarn, I can't remember what it's called. Oh, thank you. I can't remember what this yarn is, but Inspired Knitting? Something like that. What are you doing? Come here. I know the color was Northern Lights. And it was given to me, hi, by Fernanda. The last time I went to Rhinebeck, when we had the little, get together overnight weekend here in Vermont, and then drove out to Rhinebeck. So this shawl is being tested right now, and it will come out. I think it's going to come out next week. Just waiting for a couple notes, and I need to take pictures after I reblock, and I need to figure out a name for it. I don't know what. I don't know. It kind of makes me think of water lilies, but that seems like overdone as a name, so I'm going to continue to think that over. So that is done. I'm really happy with that. Very, very happy with that. In terms of whips, I have not worked on my Vivid blanket at all because I was waiting for those blocking wires that I showed you in the last video. And someone asked me in the haul video about these, where I got them. I'm going to show you where I got them. I got them from Etsy. And they took a while to get to me, not because of the shop, but because of COVID. Everything's taking longer. Let me find it. Purchases. There it would be. Here, they're from this shop. Knit So Much on Etsy, and I'm gonna see if I can find them, if they still have them. Okay, I got 16-inch wires and I got 12 of them. Okay, here you go. They were $25.99. Sorry, it's not focusing. Focus. That's not very helpful, but Knit So Much on Etsy, all one word. And what I really like about these, and I haven't used them yet, it's on my agenda for this weekend, but I'm waiting for some wool wash, is they're very sturdy, but also flexible. And I don't know if you can see it, but the edges of these are quite rounded. Now, I have some other blocking wires that the edges are just so rough that I might try to figure out what I can do with them after seeing these, or I might just order the longer ones. She offers them in 31 inches too. These are just really nice. So I hope that answers the question. I am terrible about responding to comments, but I do read them all, and I'm going to try and be better, as I've said before, but I make no promises. Life is just way too hectic. And I know that's a terrible excuse, but I can barely keep up with myself some days. I mean, these bags don't come from... look at me. I'm a mess today. I'm an absolute mess. Nonetheless. Okay. The other thing I'm knitting on, that I'm actively knitting on, is another pair of socks for our friend. And the yarn is... Arnie and Carlos Design Line. This is color 3656. This is a couple years old. I believe I got this. I either got it at Rhinebeck or I got it yarn shopping locally after Rhinebeck. All my stores have since closed, but that's what this is. And I did finish one sock, minus the Kitchener. It's really pretty. I think Kristen's a little jealous these aren't for her. But they're not for me either. They're for the same person the Tequila Sunrise ones are from. So one sock, and then I'm just about to the couple more inches to the heel on this one. He is such a pain. This is why I never have him down here for videos. So this might be like the Summer Nights, Winter Nights series, but I can't recall. I do know I bought this right before I met them in Woodstock, which was epic. Should I put a picture in and remind you? Yes, I'm going to put a picture of me in with my buddies Arnie and Carlos. When I asked them if we could take a picture together, Arnie said, "We don't do pictures, we do selfies." It was awesome. It was awesome. It was like all my dreams come true. And that is all I have finished. I do have some plans. Now, my sister has announced that she had the baby. It's a girl. I'm so excited. Her name is Sophie. She's adorable. And Sadie is a great big sister to her new sister. It's really nice. It's really nice, and she's adorable. She's absolutely adorable. So I do want to knit a couple things for her. The first thing I want to knit for her is I want to knit a Clara dress, because I love the Clara dress. The Clara dress is such a fun project. I want to do that. And I also want to make for both Sadie and Seth when they were born. Well, Sadie when she was a little older, but Seth when he was born, I knit them both a hat with their name on it, just a striped hat. I would like to knit them both name hats, one for Sadie and one for Sophie, because Sadie's, I mean, she was 1 when I gave it to her. There's no way it fits her anymore. Also, my knitting skills have improved immensely since then. So I would like to do that. I'm thinking of doing it out of a cotton yarn because it's summer, but then again, I'm thinking of just making it a little bigger and making it for fall/winter. I haven't decided. I do know Sadie's will be either purple or teal, and Sophie's will be the other color, because Sadie's favorite color is purple and her second favorite color is teal. She likes to tell me that all the time. And her second favorite color is teal because Gabriella's favorite color is teal. Gabriella is our cousin's daughter who is like Sadie's cousin. They call each other cousins, and she's going into high school, and Sadie adores her. So purple or teal. That's a long-winded way of saying all that. The other thing I'm going to be knitting on is more socks. Like I said, I want to make 6 pairs for our friend, and then I really am itching to make a toy. I don't have an inclination towards one in particular, but I have a whole bunch in my queue, so that's going to happen sometime in the very near future. Very, very near. But that is about all I have for now. I am trying to plan out better YouTube videos so that I know what I want to record and when I want to record it, so that it doesn't feel, sometimes things just build up and build up and build up, and then you're just like, where do I start? You know, when you go like 2 months and you don't make a video. So I'm trying a new system for myself, where I have a very loose and flexible schedule for myself of videos that I would like to put out. TGIF videos. I have some floss tube videos, because I have some plans for July for floss tube, for cross stitch. So I want to make a specific video for that. I still owe you guys a studio tour, but I'm waiting for a couple things to come in from Amazon. So that will be coming down the pike eventually. You know what I'm really waiting for the studio tour, like the reorganization of it, is we don't have Goodwill here, but our donation center to reopen, because I have several boxes of craft supplies to be donated and nowhere to donate them, so they're just taking up space. And that space in my space is very precious, mostly because of the Gracie, which is the quilting frame. It's ginormous. It takes up half the room. More on that in another video. So this is a long-winded way of telling you that I'm going to be trying to be more consistent about putting out videos. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say, I'm going to make a TGIF video every week. That's not going to happen. That's not consistent and conducive to everything that's going on in life right now. But I'm going to try and be more consistent. I'm going to try, and I think that's just it. I'm going to try and be more consistent. I'm going to try and be more accountable to myself and take it from there. All right. I don't think I have anything else to tell you right this moment, but I really hope I see you soon. I hope I'm a little bit more put together. Today has just been one of those days where I'm trying to play catch up, which I never seem to catch up. Do we ever? Do we ever? We don't. I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. Life is great. My life is great. Even with all the chaos and stuff that happens in life, I really am very thankful for the life I have. Okay, I'm on a soapbox now. I'm going to get off my soapbox. I'm going to edit this video and I'm going to upload it. What I'm trying to say is I hope to see you guys really soon. And yeah, until next time, I will talk to you later. Okay, bye-bye.